I'm sure you must be believing that the discussion of draft feature is pretty lengthy, but it is one of the important and powerful tool in Creo. So I'm trying to explain each and every feature in a very shorter videos rather than continuing a single video of a very larger length. So please try to be focused and try to understand the options so that it may be useful for you in your different works, maybe research or projects or anything. So there is one last feature which I like to show you under the variable pull draft. When we are selecting the pull direction, that is the top surface. This is for an example. Under the first surface, I am selecting the hinge to be this edge. And I have shown you a procedure for splitting the surface by selecting the plane right. Clear? I was telling that we can vary the draft by selecting the plane, and it's basically splitting the total surface. Clear? So we have another option of using the splitting surface, and we can create a surface quilt and we can select the quilt as the splitting surface. So I'll just create a surface right now. I'll just go to sketch, I'll go to the face, press sketch, and let me use a spline and create a curve type feature. I'll press OK. Now usually I have told you that whenever we want to extrude, we have to see that the extrusion is a closed loop. I mean, the sketch what we are creating for extrusion is a closed loop. But if it is not a closed loop and we are trying to create an extrusion for that, so what is the outcome of it? So I'll just show you that thing right now. The outcome is a simple surface. So this is a single sheet like surface which got extruded. So if we are extruding a line, we will be getting this kind of features. So I want to cut it in the middle. I'll just go to options and I'll turn on the side to. I'll reduce the width of it or the distance of extrusion and I'll press OK. And I told you that the surface are basically blue in color, so we can distinguish the solid and the surface features. Now I'll go back to the variable pull draft under the draft, and I have to first select the pull direction, and in this case I want to select the top surface to be the pull direction, and after which I have to select the draft hinge. Now that I've selected the draft hinge, I can alter the draft. And I wanted to explain you the splitting surface by selecting the quilt right now. So I've selected the surface right now or the quilt, and you can see that the variation of the draft with respect to the splitting surface is because of this quilt right now. Earlier it was the plane what we were selecting, but right now we are selecting a curved quilt. So I can alter the draft up to a certain angle, the upper region and the lower region as well. So you can see that the variable draft have been splitted along the quilt. If we are interested, we can just save this, or else we can go to the next set or the other side and we can do the same thing by adding a draft or splitting it along this quilt and adding certain amount of taper. So it totally depends on the user, depending on the interest and the work what they are performing. Now if I want to hide it, maybe I can just turn this off, and you can see that the draft is created using the variable pull direction draft. So this is all about the draft commands. I have finished most of the important features. Let us move forward to discuss the next command under engineering, which is named as shell.